decisions which need to be taken.
Frau Bundeskanzlerin.
Oh ja, ich möchte mich auch.
Well, I would like to start off by thanking Charles Michel, with whom I have been working very, very intensively, very regularly, and Ursula von der Leyen. I think we've been a good team to overcome the challenges which were on the agenda during the German presidency. And I would also like to thank our teams, the Secretariat General of the Commission as well. And I would also like to thank the ambassadors. This is perhaps not customary, but the ambassadors had many co-repairs, and our German ambassadors are, I think, the only ones, apart from the Council presidents and the Commission members, who are still in Brussels, are still physically in Brussels, most of the other work having had to be done by teleconference. We saved up a lot of work for this last Council, and it is a great relief that, thanks to this joint effort, we have managed to pass the budget on, pass it back to the Parliament, including the Recovery Fund and the conditionality mechanism as well. It's been a huge task because, the second wave of the virus is... we're in the thick of it at the moment, and we needed to cooperate. There was a long history to this. There was a Franco-German proposal. There were many discussions in July. In July, we had one of the longest councils in July, in fact, in the history of European councils. And 46 years ago, by the way, the European Council was invented by a great European, Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, as Charles Michel pointed out to us yesterday. So we now have to work on the own resources decisions and get them transposed in national parliaments so that the financing can be made operational as soon as possible. We will need money. We will need to invest in the future. So it was fitting that the second biggest issue today was our obligations in the climate area, because the Green Deal is a core project. We don't just want to produce an economic program, but we need something that will take us safely into the future. And the Commission has told us that that we will soon have to present our national programs, and we should be able to give a commitment of 55% reduction by 2030. We've managed to do that. We've managed to come up with that commitment the day before the United Nations meeting. I don't know what would have happened if we had been unable to reach such a result. Now, we wanted, as part of the German presidency, to make relations with Turkey more constructive. Unfortunately, a number of developments have taken place in the southeastern Mediterranean, where, unfortunately, we have to say that we have to do more listings due to what we consider to be the illegal drilling going on there. Nonetheless, we're still reaching out to Turkey. We want a constructive agenda with Turkey. But from the perspective of the German presidency, this has been rather disappointing. We had intended to achieve more. I can be quite open about that. We have left a bit of unfinished business for our Portuguese successor, and I wish Antonio all the best with that. I must say I rather enjoyed the Council presidency, even though we were unable to do a lot of what we'd intended to do. We had wanted to invite heads of state and government to Germany for a EU-China summit. We weren't able to do that, but it doesn't mean we were idle, because Corona created a lot of extra work for us. And finally, I would like to thank Ursula von der Leyen. She's had to contend with a very disparate group of heads of state and government. There was some confusion at the beginning, different ways of reacting to the virus. But now the coordination has improved. It bears the Commission's stamp, and the coordination for the vaccines, for example, is a good example of that. And after these 6 months, I'm convinced of the need to work on a European health union to set an example for other important issues. Thank you.
Madam President.